Thousands of people throughout Australia work in the helping professions, and this often involves listening to stories of struggle, hardship and trauma from clients or patients. Research is showing us that over time, this can have a detrimental impact on the physical and emotional health of the worker. The detrimental impacts on workers from listening to other stories of struggle, abuse and violence is known as vicarious trauma.
Vicarious trauma can cause changes in the worker. For example, changes in the way they see the world. It can cause workers to lose their sense of joy and have symptoms such as flashbacks and nightmares. Over time, it can reduce their effectiveness as a worker and impact their relationships outside work.
Experiencing vicarious trauma is not a sign of weakness or strength. It is because we are human beings and we care. Some Aboriginal workers are at particular risk because they work 24 hours a day in their family life and in their communities.
Recognising and preventing vicarious trauma is the responsibility of organisations, managers and individual workers. The first thing managers in an organisation can do is recognise the importance of vicarious trauma. Then they can implement a range of strategies to protect workers, such as making sure all workers are aware of the risks and setting up support systems in the workplace.
There are also a lot of things that workers can do. Simple things, such as using the senses for mindfulness and grounding throughout the day that can make a big difference. For example, taking a 3-minute break to make a cup of tea slowly while concentrating on each step of the process, or taking a few seconds to focus on the feel of the chair beneath you, or the sounds of your environment while listening to a patient or a client. They can help you calm the autonomic nervous system and protect you physically and emotionally.
Also, have you ever looked at how much trauma content you're exposed to on a daily basis? Do you wake up in the morning and read about trauma on social media, then listen to trauma stories on the news on the way to work? Hear your clients' trauma stories at work, read the paper at lunchtime, listen to the news on your way home, and watch a violent show on TV at night.
If this is you, chances are it's having a negative impact on your health. So perhaps it's time to start reducing your exposure to trauma. For example, you might consider listening to more music and less news, watching comedy shows instead of crime shows, or spending more time in nature and less time hearing, reading about, or viewing violence and drama. Give yourself a break from trauma content and make sure you have interests and friendships outside your work.
There are so many demands on us in life as partners, parents, friends, as workers. Sometimes we are expected to be all things to all people. This can cause great strain.
If we don't take care of ourselves and protect ourselves from working in a complex and demanding field, then we're compromising our family, our clients and ourselves.
Start now. Learn more about vicarious trauma and what your warning signs are. And importantly, start taking better care of yourself. Look after you. It's important.